So then guys, it's that time of the year where you can buy some great Apple goodies out there, some great discounts for the latest and greatest, and even some of the slightly older sort of Apple devices out there. And today I want to go over my top sort of Black Friday deals that are out there right now, what you can purchase and get some great discounts on. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is that even Apple themselves have got a 4-day event coming up, and that is starting on Black Friday. So this is actually going to start on the 29th of November, and it's going to go all the way up to the 2nd of December. And they have some great deals going on right here. Let me show you them. So starting out here, I'm just going to do it by gift card amount. I think it's probably the easier way. So if you want to see the lowest amount of gift card voucher, it's going to be obviously the lowest kind of sort of stuff that Apple sells right now. So these gift cards, what I'm going to talk about, can be spent again back on the Apple Store. So you'll get this sent to you as a virtual sort of gift card, and then you can reuse it again to buy something else if you want to do that. So there's no cash back or anything like that. It's just literally another gift card you can use on the iTunes Store, or you can use it to buy more Apple gear. But the point is, $25 to get that gift card. It's most of the lowest kind of bits and pieces. So we're talking about the iPhone SE, the AirPods 4, Apple Pencil, Beats bits and pieces, and also the Magic keyboards for the folios and iPads, things like this. If you purchase any of these items you can see here, you will get a $25 gift card back. And as you can imagine, if you go to the next sort of tier of bits and pieces, well, this gives you a $50 gift card back. So the iPhone 14, the 14 Plus, the iPad 10, the Apple Watch SE, that's a really good deal there to get $50 back. The AirPods Pro 2 as well, I think it's quite good. HomePod, some more Beats bits and pieces as well, some great deals there. Another $50 back there. And then going up another notch now to the $75 Apple gift card. This is the iPhone 15, the 15 Plus, the iPad Air that came out earlier this year, and also the AirPods Max with USB-C. You'll be giving the $75 back. That's quite cool to hear. But then going up again to get your hands on, say, a $100 voucher, well, you need to buy yourself an iPad Pro. I think this is the 13 and also the 11-inch, so it doesn't matter. $150 will actually give you back if you buy yourself an M2 MacBook Air. This is quite a good deal, I'm going to be deadly honest here, especially you get the 16 gigabytes of RAM and things like that. Then you've got the $175, and this is on the M3 MacBook Air, and this is quite a good deal too. I think this is really, really good to actually have this. So yeah, just remember that too. And then finally, what we also have, we have the biggest sort of one here, and this is obviously for the 15-inch MacBook Air, and that's where you can get yourself $200 back on that. So there, that's quite a good deal. So then guys, just quickly, Casetify have got their biggest sale of the year, and you can save up to 30% off. You're hearing this right, 30% off. You can pick from like these new phone cases that I've got right here. Also some new cases and bits and pieces for like your other accessories like AirPods 2, and also for the brand new MacBook Pros. And best of all guys, if you buy one of these accessories right now, Casetify will give you 15% off. And if that's not good enough for you, guess what? If you actually buy 2 products, you'll actually get 25% off. And in fact, if that's not even good enough for you, if you buy 3 different items from Casetify right now, you will actually get 30% off. You may have noticed I've got this great new combo set across all of my Apple devices. And you may have noticed that they're all topographic kind of designs here, what I think are really, really cool and awesome to show like the elevation and whatnot. And I really, really love that. And there's loads of different kinds of accessories. So for example, what we have here is we have the new bounce case here from Casetify. And also we have a lanyard here to hold it around my neck, to stop it falling if I went hiking or something like this. And also what I've got here is also a stand, what's also a card holder for your bits and pieces, and it can also stand up your phone too, so you can watch sort of videos and things like this. Not only this, I've also got my AirPods Pro 2 in these as well. I really, really love this design, this rubber kind of bounce here, what we've got. And then for my MacBook Pro, we've also got a great case as well with that design too. I absolutely love. The great thing is you can switch around in different cases, like I've got a Red Panda one here. So for example, I can stick this on the back here. This is magnetic with the MagSafe, what's actually built into the case. And again, I can prop up my phone. If I didn't actually want to have cards inside of it, I can just have this instead. And like I said at the beginning of this video, the great thing is this is Casetify's biggest sale of the year and you won't want to miss out on it. And I'll repeat again that if you just buy one product, you'll get 15% off. And if you decide to buy, say, 2 different accessories, you'll get 25% off. And if you decide to buy 3 of them, then you'll get 30% off. And you can check out all the details that are in the link that's being displayed right now, what is casetify.com/MacTalksTech, and I'll also be putting that in the description below. So what are you waiting for? Go and get your best accessories right now for all of your Apple products and check out the link because Casetify's sale is only on for a short while. So some of you might be a bit disappointed that with Apple that they're not offering, say, the best deals on the latest and greatest devices, and this is quite normal of Apple. They normally actually offer kind of Black Friday deals on kind of other devices, and normally it is a gift card. But if you're looking up for straight up sort of discount cash points and that you're not actually going to get a gift card back or anything like that, you just want the straight discount, well, this is what the rest of this video is going to be all about. And it's going to be purchasing in other places, and I'm going to be specific here. This is going to be in the US here. That's where all these discounts are, because obviously if I did, say, the UK, did parts of Europe, you know, India, this video would be like 2 hours long. So yeah, we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to stick it to the US, but what I will say is do check out the same places that I'm mentioning if they are available in your country, because at the end of the day, you know, there's some great discounts out there. And first of all, let's talk about MacBooks and see what discounts we have right here. So let's begin then with the MacBook Air, and let's have a look then to see what we can get some good deals on the M2 and also the M3 models. So just scrolling down here for you guys, there's some great deals here that are out there, especially like on Best Buy and on Amazon. You can see all the different sort of versions here. So obviously, look, if I open up this M2 version, this is on Amazon.com. So $750. That's a really, really great deal. It's very similar sort of pricing to what Apple were offering, but obviously this is just the M2 chip, but you actually get the straight cash back off straight away. You don't have to have another voucher to spend it somewhere else. And this is quite good, like I said, for the 16GB model. So this is a really, really great deal. I definitely think one of the best ones that I've seen, I would say, for Black Friday. So yeah, definitely consider this. But if you want the newest MacBook Air out there, for example, the M3, well, there's some deals on that too. You can see we can get up to $200 off this here with the 16GB version. So here we are on Best Buy. Now, you might have noticed the price there says $849 US. So this is better than initially advertised. This is a great saving, $250, not $200, $250. This is incredible to see. But the other great thing about this discount is actually what we will see here if we go back is actually Amazon have actually matched this now. So you don't have to go to Best Buy, you can get it on Amazon. So let me open this up. There we go. Look, see, $850. What's just $100 more than what we saw for the M2. This is a great, great deal. I think it's great. You're getting the 16GB of RAM and everything. This is one of the best deals I've seen, again, on an M3 device out there. Now, we've got M4, but for an M3, this is fantastic. And then, obviously, what we can do is we can change things around. Look at this, even 24GB of RAM, 512GB of storage. There's some great deals going on here too. Drop down there by another $250. So that is incredible. So those are some great deals on the 13-inch model, but there's also some great deals on the 15-inch MacBook Airs too, as you can see right here. I'm not going to go fully into all the details about this because we're here forever, but you can see there's some great deals there. But let's now move over then to the likes of the MacBook Pro and see what kind of deals we are getting here. So if I just scroll down for you guys, we can see here there's some great deals on the previous generation with the M3. Apple trying to get rid of them, but there's some fantastic discounts here. $300 basically on every single model. Let's have a look. Now, you may have noticed straight away here on Black Friday on Best Buy that the price has gone up by $100 to $1,499. Now, the main reason behind that is you need to have yourself a Best Buy card and you will get that discount with this. So yeah, that will drop that down for you. But essentially, you know, this is again a really great deal. Obviously, you get that $100 off that, be $1,399, and it's $300 off. You get the M3 version, 16GB of RAM, and the 1TB hard drive. Remember, the baseline is actually 512GB. So yeah, you're getting double the amount, the 16GB of RAM, This is also a really great deal here then if you want to get the M3 MacBook Pro. It's still great in 2024 and will be for many years to come. So yeah, it's worth noting that these deals exist. But then moving on then, there's also some other great deals here. So for example, if you do actually want to get the M3 Pro, then obviously there's some deals there. You can see some great discounts with that. Even the likes of say the M3 Max, there's some great discounts there. But then if you want to get the latest and greatest, well, the MacBook Pros with the M4, there's some goodish discounts, a few, dollars off, $100 off here and there. So let me show you this then. So this is the normal M4 version. And again, it's here on Amazon. So you can actually pick this up for $1,399 US. In fact, this is $200 off there. So this is a great deal that you can get the latest M4. You can get that with 512 gigabytes of storage, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and this is great to see. And then obviously what you can also do is there's some other options here where you can actually get the M4 with the 1 terabyte here. Costs a little bit more there, but you get the idea. Compared to the M3 1 terabyte sort of deals, you can see the sort of price differences that you are getting. So yeah, it's worth noting that. But then there's also some great deals here on the M3 16-inch models with 18 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes, and obviously this will be the, as it were, the full fat version of the actual M3 Pro. So what I'm talking about, I'm talking 18 gigabytes of RAM, I'm talking the full amount of GPU and CPU cores. Now again, the price says $1,999. If you have your Best Buy card, that will drop it down to $1,899 US, and this is a great deal, especially when you think about it. The M3 Pro with the sort of low amount of cores starts at $1,999 US, $1,899. This is the 16-inch version, and you're getting that top amount of cores inside of the CPU and GPU. This is a great deal to see. And then there's also some other sort of bits and pieces, some other deals there with the actual M3 and the M3 Max. They're quite cool to actually have a look at. But then what I want to do is I want to scroll down here, and we do actually have the M4 Pro, 48 gigabyte RAM, 512 gigabyte storage, 16-inch model, for sale here at a discount on Amazon. Look at that, 10% off. So down from 2,900 down to 2,600. So yeah, this is quite a good deal what you are getting here. And like you can see here, it's the full version of the CPU cores and everything. But yeah, there's some great deals. And obviously if you want to change that up a little bit, then you can change things around. You can get some other sort of great deals here. 24 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage. Some discounts there too, if you don't want to have the full amount of RAM in that. So yeah, just worth checking that out. This is really some great stuff here. So moving on from MacBooks, what about desktop Macs? What about the likes of, say, the iMac and also the Mac Mini? Sadly, I've not really found anything on the Mac Studio, so that one's going to be parked. And to be totally honest though, it's got the M2 Ultra and the M2 Max, and they're a bit outdated now. So, it's just one of those sort of things. We're going to get a new one of them. So maybe next year for Black Friday in 2025, there'll be some deals on that. But let's take a look then at the desktop Macs. So we can see here then, get my screen correct, this is the iMacs now. So these are the latest and greatest iMacs with the M4 inside of them, and there's some good deals going on here. So there's a big discount, so we're getting on average around about $150 off them, generally sort of speaking here, on all of the M4 sort of different sort of versions that you can get here. So let me just show you here the baseline 8-core version. So here we go. What you've got is it's $1,199 US here, but then as you can see, there's a coupon here to apply $50 more off, and that will give you the grand total of $150 off the latest and greatest iMac. So that's pretty awesome to see. But then going back then, what about the Mac Mini with the M4? Well, the good news is there's some discounts here. So yeah, these are really cool. So like it says here, you won't see the actual deals until you get to the checkout here with the 256 gigabyte model and the 512 gigabyte model. So let me just open up this one. It's going to open up Amazon here. And there we go. It's $560 there. But then what you also get is you get another $60 off. In fact, this is actually a better deal than advertised. So yeah, you're going to get $100 off there. So $499 US. That is really good deal here for the brand new Mac Mini. $500 for the baseline version. Wow, that's incredible. I really like the look of that. And remember, there's also the discount on the 512 gigabyte storage option too. So with that then, what about watches? What about, say, the Apple Watch 10, the SE, and also, let's say, the Ultra 2? Is there any discounts here? Well, let's take a look. Well, the good news is every single Apple Watch that Apple sells, there's a discount on it, what is really great to see. Starting out with the SE, and this one is probably one of the best discounts out there right now. You can pick this up for $170 for an Apple Watch SE 2nd generation. This is a great deal for the 40mm one that we've got right here. And then also, if I just move over then to the Apple Watch Series 10, 18% discount. We can get this now for $330 instead of $399 US. This again is really, really good for the 42mm version. And then finally, if we actually flick over here to the cellular version of that one, that was the GPS, we can get another discount, similar sort of thing, down to $429, $70 off technically speaking. So this here is a really, really great deal. And then the Ultra 2, well, there's some good discounts here. There's 10% off here, so we're getting $80 off, down to $720. So yeah, some good deals here going on with the Apple Watches this year in 2024. If you want to get one, this is the time to get it. And with that, let's now move on to AirPods then, see what kind of great discounts there are out there. Well, starting off then with the AirPods Pro 2, this is a phenomenal discount here for $189.99. This is a really, really great deal here for the AirPods Pro 2, but let's just click into this to see if we get any better discounts. Have a look, see if it actually is even better than this. And the result to that is, no, it's still $189 US, but that is still a really, really great price. That's almost a quarter of the price we're getting here, 24% off. That is great money worth there, especially it's the USB-C version and everything. So I would say if you've been looking for some new AirPods, this is definitely the time to look for them to get some great deals out there. AirPods Pro 2, $190 is crazy, especially like the likes of the AirPods 4, you know, with the active noise cancellation. We have a look here, the prices to that are similar. Even look, just have a look right here. This is crazy. Look, here we go. Here's the prices for the AirPods 4. So the standard normal AirPods 4 is $120. What is brilliant to see. This is a fantastic discount again. You know, it's down by $10. It helps out for those basic sort of AirPods. If you want just to get into the AirPods sort of market, some great sound quality, these are the ones to definitely get here. But then if you want to push this out even further, you can actually get the ones with active noise cancellation, and this one costs $170. And personally, this is a good deal, but I'll be honest with you, if we just go back here to the AirPods Pro 2, that was $189. So essentially, really, for $20 more, you can get the AirPods Pro 2 over the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. And I think this is a far better deal. If you can afford the extra $20, get these instead, because this is great. And then you probably want to know, what about the AirPods Max? Is there any discounts? Well, funny enough, I actually have found one. Take a look right here. We can see that again with Amazon, we've got a discount and we are down by a full about $40 or so, I think now, or something like that. Yep, about that. So yeah, $50 off, sorry, not 40. So $50 off, down to $499 US for the USB-C version of this, if you do want to get them. So at least there is a discount on these. Next of all then is iPhones. Now iPhones is a tricky one because the majority of iPhones are sold on contracts or with like an activation fee and things like this. And this is where it gets quite tricky, especially, you know, you guys in the US will understand this. You know, here in the UK, you're quite lucky. You can actually just buy one straight out the box, just stick in a SIM card or register an eSIM. No kind of activation fees or anything like that. It just works. And then you can switch it if you want to do that too. So you're not locked in. That's one of the rules that we had introduced to the UK some years ago. But you know, for everybody else out there, sadly, there isn't the sort of best deals. I think the best thing you can do is go to the likes of, say, like T-Mobile. You can go to Verizon, AT&T, you know all your providers out there. And there's the sort of best deals out there to get them from there. Again, the video would be super long for me to go over all those deals. But obviously, on Amazon, there are some good deals on some iPhones. Probably not the new iPhone 16s, but the 15s here, if we can see that, like the likes of, say, like the Pro Maxes and the Pros, you can see some great discounts here, even on 1 terabyte models. So if you do want to get get yourself an older iPhone, this is something that I would look into potentially, but obviously newer ones, probably not. You're probably better going off to your actual sort of supplier, who gives you all your contracts and things like that. See what kind of good deals there are going on there. So yeah, sorry about that. Not the best sort of news for Black Friday on iPhones. But then finally, let's now move on to iPads and see what great deals we've got right here. So starting out with an oldie here, the iPad 9th generation is down to $200. So this is crazy to see here. So we can actually pick this up for $200 now, the iPad 9th generation. This is a great deal, what you can actually get. But, it is getting a bit old now, is what I would say, with the A13. What is probably a better deal is if we scroll down here to the 10th generation, is the iPad here. And funny enough, as much as it said $299 US, it's actually $280. This here is one of the best deals I have seen on an iPad in ages. For $80 more, you can guess this iPad instead of the 9th gen, a brand new body, brand new design, center stage, all of that stuff. And this is definitely one of the best deals I've seen on Black Friday for Apple stuff this time. This is great. Obviously, it's just the Wi-Fi model, but $280 for this. This is absolutely fantastic to see for the value you are getting. But then, moving on then, what about the new iPad mini? Well, there's some discounts on this too. Not the biggest, $399 US. It's something at least. But you can see here, it says $470, but you can get a discount here. This will bring it down to not $399 actually, bring it down to $450, what you will get here. This is something at least. But do remember, just like the M4 Max, these are so new, so you're not going to get huge discounts on this. It's better than nothing, but yeah, just be aware of that the iPad mini is such a new device. So yeah, there are some deals, but maybe, if you can wait out a little bit longer to get a better deal on the iPad mini, it might just be worth it for you on that. But then, moving on from this then, what about the M2 iPad Air? Well, the great news is it looks like there are some discounts going on with this model too. And yeah, let's have a look here. Let's have a look then at the 11-inch model. $596 it says here for the 256GB model. So yeah, it does look like that. It's $599 US. It's $100 off essentially. So this is something that's good because obviously this has been out now for about 6 months. So this is not too bad on that one. Remember, that's the 256GB model. And then obviously this here is the 128GB one for the 13-inch. And this is at $699 US. So yeah, this is not a bad deal whatsoever what you are getting here. And there we have it then, guys. Those are all the discounts. Now, in my personal opinion, I think the two best discounts, well, I'd say three best discounts I have seen today is definitely that M2 or the M3 MacBook Air with 16GB of RAM. What you got to remember that the M2 is still a great chip today. So many of you guys even got the older M1, but the M2 MacBook Air, the new design, 16GB of RAM, the M2 chip is going to be more than enough for most of you guys out there. And I think this is a great discount when we talked about that. The other great discount, what I absolutely love, was going to be the AirPods Pro 2 discount. And I think that's great, especially it costs like $20 more than the likes of, say, the normal AirPods 4 with, sort of noise cancellation and things like that. So I think that's a better deal to actually have those, better battery life, and also if you do have some hearing sort of aid, sort of help and things like that, it's a great device out. And plus you get in the Pro models for just $20 more. I think that is a fantastic deal. If you want to get new AirPods, the AirPods Pro 2 definitely is a fantastic deal out there. And the last deal I think was brilliant was that iPad. I can't believe it that we can get now the iPad, the 10th generation, down underneath $300 now. And that is a great deal now. $280 for it, I think is a steal. It's a great price. And if you do want to get yourself a replacement, if your old iPad is getting old, maybe you can get rid of that for even say $50 to $100, $150. And then you can buy this new one. And it would only cost you, say, anything between, say, about $150 to $200 more to actually buy that instead. If you can sell it like on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, you get the idea. I think that's also a fantastic deal out there for this Black Friday. But with that then, guys, those those are my latest and greatest sorts of Black Friday deals that we are seeing this time around for 2024. What do you think? Are you going to be checking out some of these deals? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons too, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.